Jerry was an amazing brother. I'm so in shock that he's no longer with us. The things I remember are with me forever. For just some examples, he taught me how to drive. He taught me how to drive on a stick shift. It was very difficult to do. And he never got impatient with me. We did it every day after school. He took me in the car until I got good enough to where I could get my driver's license. And he has no idea how much that meant to me. I never forgot it. And he also helped me after I got my driver's license. He got me my first car, which was a 56 Chevy. And it didn't run very good, and so him and I took the engine out, built it all up, made it into a nice little squeeze hot rod, which to this day, I still talk about. I talk to my wife, she knows about the car real well. I've mentioned it so many times. I mean, I can never forget the car. It was a 56 Chevy. He helped me anytime I had a problem or a tricky situation. He would just sit down and talk to me. He never, like you said, he never got mad at me. One time I had a job right after I got out of high school. I'll never forget what he told me. I worked there for about 2 weeks, and after I worked there, after a couple of weeks, I started complaining that I'm working too hard, I'm not getting enough money. And he said, well, let's talk about that. He goes, when you got the job, did the man tell you what he's going to pay you? And I go, yeah. And he goes, so why are you complaining now? He's paying you what he told you he'd pay you. And, you know, it's kind of silly, but I always remembered that. Another thing that Jerry and I would do is he used to love to surf. And so after he got out of school, he was a couple of years older than I was, he'd give me a ride home. We'd get our surfboards, we'd go down to Haines Beach. We'd surf for a couple hours every day. And spent a lot of good time together, him and I. Then we'd come home and he'd make sure that I did my homework. He did his too.
There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking.
I was 17 years old. I had my driver's license, and I said to Jerry, I said, you know, I just can't get a car. I just don't have enough money. And everybody in high school last year, senior year, has a car, and I don't. He goes, sis, I can get your car. Just don't worry about it. He said, you'll be the talk of the school. I said, okay. So a couple of weeks went by, and he says, hey, let's go in the backyard. And he had it all covered up. I go, wow. And he said, trust me, you'll be the talk of the school. He unveiled this thing. It was lime green. And it was a taco car. It bounced as I went the whole time through school. We bounced everywhere. Yes, it worked. I said, Jerry, I can't drive. He said, you wanted a car, I got you a car. So, anyway, he loved the business of car business. I mean, he was always reading manuals at home. You know, we do schoolwork, and he was looking through manuals, how to take things apart, how to put it back together. And he helped everybody with their cars. And we used to say, Jerry, you know, don't give us a lemon. Don't give us, give us something that works. He goes, well, it'll work, at least until you drive out of the driveway. You know, but it worked.
And figure it out.
And figure it out.
Figure it out.
But he did. He really loved it. Miss him terribly. This is a real shock to his family. But anyway, I have something I want to read to you that was sent to me from a friend of ours who's 92 years old, and he couldn't join us. But it hit my heart so hard that this is the way I feel too. And it says, his journey's just begun. Don't think of him as gone away. His journey's just begun. Life holds so many facets. His earth is only one. Just think of him as resting from the sorrows and the tears in a place of warmth and comfort where there are no days and years. think how he must be wishing that he could know today for nothing but our sadness when he will pass away. And think of him as in the hearts of those who touch, for nothing loved was ever lost, and he was loved so very much.
And did you know your stairway